So we're here on the third floor of Schine Memorial Hall, which is used to be Memorial Hall, which was built in 1881. It's one of the most iconic buildings in downtown Gloversville. Very historic. It's the building with the big mansard roof in downtown Gloversville, just south of the Glove Theater. On the third floor is one of the projects in our DRI. It's one of the projects that was awarded funding in the DRI. And here with me is Ron Zimmerman, who is really largely responsible for saving Memorial Hall. He has been at the forefront of the LLC that purchased the building that was in foreclosure in 2011, and has really headed up the Schine Memorial Hall LLC that has done all the restoration on the building. And here we are on the third floor. And Ron, the first floor is completely rented, correct?
There's 7 storefronts on the ground floor, fully rented.
Yep. Second floor completely rented
Second
with
floor
offices.
fully rented. Yeah.
And
one by one we renovated those.
Yeah. And now we're on the third floor, and the third floor is partially rented, but there's empty space in it, and that will house the DRI project that we're doing on the third floor of the building. And I'll let Ron kind of describe that project.
Well, we call the third floor the arts corridor. That was the plan, that our vision was to have something that would be a unique destination, a draw for downtown. And Gloversville has been talking about bringing in a lot of art and culture for several years now. And we're adjacent to the Glove Theater. We have Micropolis Art Gallery, tenant of ours down in Mohawk Harvest. So there's a lot of synergy there. And with what was in place here already, my wife's Schine Gallery, which we may take a look at that, Josh Thompson's Gloversville Community Music School. So the thought was this third floor is a great spot for arts-related activity. And so our vision, the plan that we put together, that the local planning committee gave us their blessing, and then the state on top of that thought that our plan was worthy of the grant, is to have a unique museum, which would be, our vision is to rotate it possibly quarterly between Schine memorabilia, local history, local culture, glove industry, leather making industry. And there's also going to be a unique workspace for artists. The city's attracting creative class, right?
That's right.
As you said. And so there's going to be a nice suite, which would be enough probably for 3 workers, an artist co-working space. And it'll be all tied in with the arts activity.
Right, the museum. And then on the third floor, which is very interesting, is what was the private viewing theater for Schine Enterprises back in the 1930s. And it's a theater that probably houses about 50 people. It has a capacity of about 50.
Yeah.
And it has a movie screen and a little stage. And the corporation has kind of restored that space. So that's going to be actually part of this on the third floor, that you actually have a theater up here where you can actually show films or have musical performances or anything of that sort. So it really synergizes well on this third floor for arts and culture in the community. And it really dovetails with some of the other projects that we have. For example, Glove City Lofts is being built right now. It's under construction, 75 units, and it's geared toward artists and artisans' residences in downtown. And that's just 2 blocks away. And here you'll have co-working space, which is essentially a studio, an art studio for artists and artisans in different types of art, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. And they can show their works in the old screening room, the viewing room. Right. That's something that we had planned on Schine Memorial Hall before the DRI grant was awarded. We renovated that It took about 3 years it's not completed yet, but it's very usable. We've had several presentations there already. And once the museum is up and running and everything is renovated here, it's going to be a good spot for the community. We want to have a lot of educational presentations,
Yeah.
art, music, panel discussions. Be a great resource for the community.
Yeah. And there's a corridor down the middle, and on the front side of the building will be the artist co-working space, and across the hall will be that cultural museum focusing on Gloversville's history and culture, which is really, it'll be an incredible addition to our downtown.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.